Hello students, today we will be going through a new chapter from the snapshot of your English syllabus, from supplementary of your English syllabus snapshot, and the name of the chapter is Ranga's Marriage by Masti Venkatesha Iyengar. Let me tell you something about this story. This story is based on South Indian norms and tradition. The author of this story is also a South Indian person, and we will get to know about many things from South India. Here we have also known that we will also get that there is a story of Hosahali village, the village which comes in Mysore state. Have you ever heard the name Hosahali? You have not heard it. We have also not heard about it. And we will also see the story is about a person Ranga, about a boy Ranga. He is the boy of an accountant. Out of in the village there was a person, only one well-educated person. It was Ranga's father. So as the story suggests, as the name of the story suggests, Ranga's marriage, there will be something related to marriage and all. We will get to know about more things about things of Ranga and his marriage. Before starting the chapter, we have to get let me tell you that the decades ago, when the language English was not so popular, it was in the village like Hosahali, there were not many people educated, and it was only Ranga's family, Ranga's father and Ranga's family who used to speak in English. English was English in Hosahali village in earlier days was like a priceless commodity, the language English, and people anyone who could use to speak in English, people used to think him something more than from in the community. They used to think him to be very great, very well educated person, very means they used to respect, they used to give respect more, they used to listen to them and all this. Ranga's family was one of those kind of families. Except Ranga's family, no one knew English in those days. Let me tell you something about the village of Ranga. The name of the Ranga's village is Hosahali. There are 4 important things from Ranga's village. One is there is a sweet named Karigadabu, which is very popular in the South Indian festival. It is made of coconut and sugar. This is one of the main thing in South Indian festival, or in South Indian festivals or parties and all that. Next is in Hosahali village there is a doctor. The name of the doctor is Gundabata. That doctor, he was a single doctor in the whole village, and he was the doctor of all the diseases. Anything, for any kind of disease, the people of Hosahali village, they used to go to Gundabata, the doctor Gundabata, and he used to give medicine and they got cured. Next is mangoes. There are some mango trees in Hosahali village. These mangoes in Hosahali village are so sour that if you, the author is telling, if you just take a bite of those raw mangoes, your whole stomach whole stomach will fill with soreness. So what he is telling, once he has taken only one raw mango, they made the chutney out of it, they made a pickle out of it, and when they had taken that raw mango, the whole family suffered from cough, and they went to the doctor, and they had to take medicine. So what here he is telling that the mangoes in Hosahali village are so sour. So these are some of the special qualities of Hosahali village. One is that we have got the sweet dish. Next we have got the doctor, one doctor for all disease. And next we have got mango trees. The raw mangoes are so sour that if anyone take a little bite, take a bite of the raw mangoes, their whole stomach and the whole intestine will become sore. The soreness is much in those raw mangoes of Hosahali village. Next comes the, as we all know, that we have seen in pictures, we have seen in movies, that South Indian people, they take meal in leaf, in banana leaf. So here he is telling, the author is telling, there is a village pond. There is a huge big pond is there in the village, and in that village, in that pond, there are some creeper plants are there. As we all know, what do you mean by the creeper plants? Creeper plants are without stamps and all this. What he is telling is that the leaves of these creeper plants are so large, the leaves of the creeper plants are so large that if they take 2 leaves only, it can serve a whole family for the afternoon. The whole family can eat their afternoon meal, their lunch, with the 2 creeper leaves. So these are the 4 special qualities the author is telling. Have you ever heard about the village Hosahali? This is not known to us. What he is telling, years before, hundreds of years before, when British came to India, they had written about so many things about Indian culture and Indian things, but they had never mentioned in any of the book. It is never mentioned. The name of the village Hosahali is never mentioned, not even in geography books, nowhere. So what he is actually trying to say something about his remote and native village Hosahali. So here we have found that a native and remote village like Hosahali has 4 special qualities. One is the sweet meal Karigadabu, the next is one doctor Gundavata, one doctor for all diseases, and next we have found the mangoes. The mangoes are so sour, and last we have found the creeper leaves are large enough to serve a whole family for lunch. Here what he is trying to say, actually what we will get here is that decades ago, when this story is written, in those days, there were only a few number of people were there who used to talk in English, who knew English actually. English language was not as popular as it is today. During those days, Ranga's father was the only well educated person in the village. He was an accountant, and only Ranga's family used to talk in English. Only Ranga's family used to talk in English. English was some kind of some languages of heaven and all to people. So next we have got a small description of the village. Next, what the author is telling, this took place, the story, what he is actually trying to say is taken place a decade ago, 10 years ago, means when he has written this story, this thing what he is trying to say has taken place 10 years ago, before he has written this story. It was of those, he is talking about of those days, of that time when English was not very popular. English was not very popular, and not many people were educated enough in Hosahali village. It was only Ranga's father Ranga's father had courage enough for the people of Hosahali village. It was like Ranga's father had courage enough to send him to Bangalore, to a city, for his higher studies. People could not even dream of study in some people could not even dream of going for higher studies in some cities like Bangalore. Here Ranga's father has enough courage, and Ranga was sent to Bangalore city for his higher education. So what this writer is telling is that during those days when Ranga was a child, or Ranga was a grown up adult, people could have seen both Ranga's father and Ranga there. While they used to walk on the street, they used to talk in English, which was some kind of other languages to the people of Hosahali village. Their language, their mother tongue was Kannada. 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 So what he is telling, what has happened is disgraceful. Believe me, the author is telling. The other day I was in Ramarao's house when they bought a bundle of firewood. See, he is sharing a small story. The author is sharing a small story. What he is telling, that once he was in his neighbor's house, Ramarao's house, and there a woman, she has bought a bundle of firewood. In earlier days there were no gas stoves and other electric stoves, so people used to cook in the this people used to cook with firewoods and all. So she has bought a bundle of firewoods, and Ramara's son, he went outside to receive the bundle, and when he has asked how much what he has asked, how much should I pay you, how much should I give you? The lady told, I need 4 pies. 4 paisa she charged for. In those days there were paisas and annas and all those. So she asked for 4 paisa. Ramara's son, he told, I don't have change now. I don't have change now. Can you please come tomorrow or by some other time? I'll manage and I'll give you. Now listen. This Ramarao's son, he has used the English letter change, change, change. We all know, if anyone asks us, do you have change? That means what? They want some small notes of the bigger amount. So the lady did not understand the word change. She thought, the lady did not understand the English word change. She thought this boy has used some slang language on her. So what she did, the whole way she went away, the whole path she went by muttering to herself, and by telling that means she was muttering to herself, he has not given my money he has taken, and they did not want to give me. She did not understand. She did not actually understand the word change. And so she thought that Ramarao's son was not going to give her money. So English was not, he is telling that English was a priceless commodity. In the language English was a priceless commodity. And when Ranga came back from his study, from his higher studies from Bangalore, it was like a homecoming festival for the whole village. It was like a homecoming festival. Everyone went to each other's house, and they were just talking to each other, that do you know that accountant's son who went to Bangalore, he is coming now, come, let us see how he is now, has he changed now, let us see. So everyone, it was like a homecoming festival for everyone in Hosahali village. They thought Ranga went to the city and he has changed somewhat now. So all the people of the village, they gathered together to see Ranga whether he has changed or not. So when Ranga, it was the author also went. He had seen the whole courtyard of Ranga's house was full of people. There were hundreds of people. All the people of the village, they gathered together to see Ranga. Means it was like some kind of other thing, some kind of it was like what to say, a great thing for the people of Hosahali that a person went to a city and came back. So they thought that this person has changed. Literally, this person has changed enough. So they went to see. Yes. So after when he has seen people gathered together, he asked someone. He asked. The author told everyone why you are gathered here, what you are trying to see, why you have all gathered here. One of the boys among the crowd, a young boy, he uh, he has shouted against the author that why did you here then? The author said that why you have gathered here? Is there any monkey show going on? Why did you come here? Why did you all come here? So one of the young boys from the crowd, he shouted back to the author that why did you come back there? Why did you come here then? You also came here to see Ranga, and we too are also waiting to see Ranga. So a lot of people gathered together, and it was Ranga's house was not enough to let everyone go inside the to let everyone sit inside the house. So he came out from the house to see everyone. When Ranga came out from his house, there was a smile on his face. The people gathered there in the courtyard. It was like the people gathered in the black hole of Calcutta. So everyone means it was a great thing. It was a festival for everyone that Ranga came back, and they thought Ranga has changed completely. Ranga has changed completely. So when they had seen Ranga, a old lady, everyone was surprised to see Ranga that he was the same he had been 6 months ago. Everyone was shocked when Ranga came out from his house. Everyone was shocked to see Ranga that he was the same person he had been 6 months ago. He's the same person. He's the same person now he was 6 months ago. So it was a great shock for the people of Hosahali village. So when he came out, an old woman went near Ranga. She has touched Ranga's chest and said, "The Janavara is South Indian language, the thread which the Brahmins put on over their the body is known as Janavara." So Ranga was a Brahmin, and she had found that Ranga was still carrying that thread. So she said, "It is still there. That means our Ranga has not forgotten the culture and tradition of us, and he is still the same person." Now listen, when people had discovered that Ranga is having the same 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 nose, 2 eyes, the same human body he was having 6 months ago, all the people went away. So these were the people of Hosahali, that they thought Ranga was actually going to change. Ranga was actually going to change. He is no longer a human being now. He has changed to some other species. So when they had discovered that Ranga was having the same human body he was having 6 months ago, all of them went away. For them, it was like that Ranga have to be something else other than a human being. So this is what we have found. Ranga gave a good namaskara, and what the author is telling, the way he did a namaskar, it was not like the ordinary boys of today's. He was standing straight. He was standing safe, holding his hands straight, looking at the sun, and then bowed down and touched the feet of the author, and he has did the namaskara. He has taken the pranam, and to his namaskara, the author said him that the author gave him a blessing that may you get married soon. So this is the first part of the story. Let us get some. We will get to know about some more of these stories in our next class. So today we have found about a little thing. Today I have found a little thing about the Hosahali village. There are 4 things: sweet doctor, mangoes, and the creeper leaves. Then we have found that the story has taken that Ranga went to Bangalore, and then when he came back after 6 months, people thought he is a changed person now. He has become some other species. All right, then we will get some more things about him. We have also found the author blessed him by blessing him to get married soon. Already, have you ever did someone? Have you ever greeted someone and they blessed? By they blessed by saying that you may get married soon. It was like a different thing to author. He thought Ranga is grown up now to get married, so we will get to know about more things from the story later on. Till then, thank you.